this is DJ Freak coming to you with a new video. It's been about 2 weeks since my last video, but now I'm going to show you guys how to modify and build the stats that you need for your class, and this goes for PvP and also PvE. So for the Revenant class, the three main stats that you need is critical chance, main damage bonus, critical damage bonus, and as an extra, you should probably get some general defense. I'm going with more of a glass cannon build, but the highest amount of general defense without legendary adept relics that you can get is 38.4%. Mine's at 27.9, but that's because I sacrificed for more armor fracture and maximum stamina, which currently I'm trying to change out maximum stamina for armor fracture. So what you do, if you have a stat that you don't need but you have others that you want to keep, so you click on it like that, and don't click on the one that you don't want, and then usually you'll use a spark of frugality. You'll put it in here, and then you click modify for 150 credits. Now what a spark of frugality does is when you click modification, it asks you if you want to keep old stats or change to new. If you press keep old, then it returns your money back to you. Now to get these spark of frugality, you open up the menu and you'll go to market, and they'll be in the resources tab for 120 victor medals. Now these two, the yellow and the green, are the ones that you'll need the most. Spark of simplicity basically gets you started. You use those on each piece of your gear at first until you've got main damage bonus and general defense and critical damage bonus on everything, and then you can start using sparks of frugality to change out specific ones for another. So let's say you have we'll use my sapphire as a reference. Let's say you're not really feeling the whole tanky damage build like I was. Instead of having main damage bonus, general defense, and critical damage bonus, you would press triangle on your sapphire and go to modification, and then you would lock critical damage bonus, main damage bonus, and the others, which defense when wounded and protection against control are your two top stats for gems of power. You want those on all of your gems of power. Defense when wounded and protection against control. So let's say you don't want general defense and instead you want critical chance, which is a better option, especially if you're a damage class. Now if you're going to play as a tank or a support class, you're gonna want to go with general defense. So to change out general defense for critical chance, you'd use a spark of simplicity and a spark of frugality inside here, and then you'd modify it and keep on keeping the old until you get the stat that you want. So I'll show you my build. I like it and I think it's very effective. So, like I said, defense when wounded and protection against control are your two main secondary stats that you want on all of your gems of power. So as you can see, they're on all of mine. And now for the secondary stats on your jewelry, you're gonna want melee defense, range defense, and either damage when combat starts, or damage to stun targets, or damage to slowed targets. So for my setup, my ring and my amulet, which are both generation 21s, I have them both have critical chance, general defense, and main damage bonus for both of them. And for my brooch, I have armor fracture, critical damage bonus, and main damage bonus. And for my bracelet, I have critical damage bonus, maximum stamina, and main damage bonus, which I'm currently trying to get maximum stamina to armor fracture, so that way I have 7.2% armor fracture instead of just 3.6%. And then eventually I will change out one of my general defenses on my gems of power for critical chance, so that way I can have 23% critical chance, and then I can switch out the cutthroat's ring, which gives me more critical chance shots. I can change this out for the viper wristlet. Now I have the Nurgle Plague Incarnate permanent legendary weapon, which gives me an extra 12% main damage bonus, along with damage to stun targets and damage to slowed targets, along with the awesome ability that it has. Now to get legendary artifacts, you have to get those at the Hall of Trophies, which you can find at your capital, which I will show you the best artifacts in the Hall of Trophies. Okay, so we'll go with the number one pick is the Viper Wristlet. Second option, Cutthroat's Ring, if you want critical chance, which the Viper Wristlet, what that does is basically anytime that your health drops to 15%, you'll gain another 30% of health over the next 5 seconds, which makes you a bit more tankier and is very, very good. Another good option is the Treewang's Idol. I suggest this for anybody that's new to the game and doesn't have much experience in PvP, but still wants to go up in leagues in PvP to get the Victor medals, because Victor medals are very hard to come by. So the easiest and best way to get Victor medals is by going up in the PvP leagues. For bronze you get 3,000, silver you get 3,000, gold you get 5,000, ruby you get 8,000, and diamond you get 15,000 Victor medals. Now I suggest using half of that amount to fix your stats by buying Sparks of Frugality, Memory, and Simplicity, and then the other half you're going to want to go and buy this right here, Treasure Hunter. Your companion marks places on the map where a treasure is buried, which contains an equipment container and perhaps one legendary Adept's relic. Inside you may also find 20 marks of the Assassin, Sage, Judge, or King. And you can also get more Sparks of Frugality, perfection, memory, simplicity, luck, superiority, and evolution. You can find up to 12 treasures a day, which, to find those treasures, you go to any of the regions. So you go to Lake and Grotto, wherever, but I suggest the best places to go are Thea, Ancient Wasteland, and the next best choice, Naori Island, or if you go to the region tab in the Alien section, the next best place is Terra. So Terra, Naori Island, Ancient Wasteland, and Thea. Lately I've been farming Thea because what you do is you grab the treasures that you can find on Thea, you come back to the capital, go back to Thea, and then there will be more treasures there when you go back, because they reset every time that you leave until you get your full 12. So it's very good to go to one area over and over again. So like if you're having good luck in Thea, finding them in Thea, keep on doing Thea every day. But if it's Antian Wasteland, do the same for that. Just keep on doing it over and over until you get your 12 treasures for the day. And same for the other last two areas. Now to show you a demonstration of what these legendary adept relics do, I'll show you one. Now this is the Ancient Tome, which as you can see it gives +9 to Perception, which is a Adept's stat, and then it also gives you 2,735 might, but also increases your critical damage bonus by 3%. And this one gives 1.5% to general defense, same amount of might. Now there's many of them, many different ones. I currently have 4. This one's for critical damage bonus, this one's for companion damage bonus, this one's for general defense, and this one's for companion damage bonus. Now you're not going to always get the stat that you want, but eventually you will find 8 legendary adept relics that will work for you, for your class. So the 3 main stats for any of the damage classes, which the damage classes consist of every class from here all the way to here. So anything that deals damage, your 3 main stats are critical damage bonus, main damage bonus, critical chance, and as an extra, armor fracture. If you have those 4 things as high as you can, you'll be doing good. Now for the tank classes, Grove Walker, Knight, and Paladin, you're going to want high general defense, and you're going to want to go with a weapon that either has endurance or block. Endurance is better than block, but it's good to have both. So if you can buy a permanent legendary weapon for one of these classes, it will help you, especially if you get the Laminate and Sorrow sword and shield for the Paladin, which is very overpowered. Now for support classes, your 3 main stats are going to be companion cooldown, companion damage bonus, support aura, and general defense, barrier, or endurance. Wait, no, not endurance. But barrier and general defense will make you a little bit more tankier and be able to survive going up against multiple enemies. Because a lot of times in PvP, if you're a support class, you will get focused first. Okay. So, just to show you what I mean, we switch to Paladin. As you can see, armor fracture, main damage bonus, and critical damage bonus aren't your key stats anymore, because your key stats will have a star on them. Now, damage from symbols and companions cooldown isn't really something that you want to focus on as a tank, but general defense and endurance and block are two that you do want to focus on. Now I'm going with 30% endurance as a paladin currently. Well, that's it for today, guys. Like the video and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comments. I'll try to answer them all. And add me on PlayStation if you have extensive questions, or if you would like to join my Pantheon, Freak Gaming. We currently have 2 spots in the academy, and we're getting close to getting to rank 5, so we'll be able to add 30 more players to the Pantheon. But currently we are full. But that's it for today, guys. Have a nice day.